Let's talk about sharing. Go way back in your memory. Remember when you were young and your mom would say, Sandy, share with your brother. Or, Sandy, share those toys with your younger sister. Do you remember how that felt? Like, I gotta give my toys to my sister. I'm playing with them. Do you remember that? That's how kids feel today. I never use the word sharing in my classroom. It's a concept that means to kids, give something away. Did you ever go to McDonald's if you were with your mom and your mom said, you share your french fries with me? Thanks. And then she'd eat your french fry and then it was gone, right? Sharing is this concept of you're giving part of you away. You're giving something away. So instead of the word sharing in my classroom, I use taking turns. When you take turns, your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. Think about it in adult conversation. Even when we talk, we take turns. Your turn to talk, my turn to listen. Then my turn to talk, your turn to listen. So it's something that we learn as we grow, but when you're a young child, if you can use the word taking turns and you have a child who wants to play with a toy another child's playing with, you're there to help them navigate that. I see that you want to play with the toy that Johnny's playing with. Ask him, may I have a turn when you're finished? Or may I play with you, but may I have a turn when you're finished? And then you help Johnny. Johnny says, no, I'm playing with it. And then you're there to say, it's okay, Johnny, he just wants a turn when you're finished. When you're finished, will you let Timmy know so that he can have a turn? And then they say, yeah. So they'll play with him for a minute and then play with the toys a minute and then they'll give it to Timmy and it'll be his turn. And then he might look distraught a little bit like, I really wasn't done yet. You can say, Timmy, do you want a turn when Johnny's done? Johnny, when you're finished, will you give Timmy a turn? Notice I didn't put any time limits on it. Okay, you're going to have 2 minutes, you're going to have 2 minutes or whatever. They have the right to play with whatever toy or materials that you have in the classroom. You really want to encourage children to play together, but at the beginning of the year when they're just figuring this all out, start introducing taking turns. It helps them to know that they will have a turn and they will get a turn later, or they might have to wait. Waiting's hard, but they will get it eventually. And it's okay if they're playing with it and they can wait until they're done and then it's their turn to give it to somebody else. So just something to think about as you're beginning this year. Instead of using the word sharing, which has a negative connotation to it, use the words taking turns.